Alhamdulillah, mashallah, I love this youth club, this thing that we got going on over here. We need this in South London, boy. Mashallah, I come from South London, my name is Muslim Belal. This ain't the name I was born with. I was born with the name Ashley Chin, because I was raised as a Christian. I didn't know about Islam when I was growing up. Like most of you, it looks like I was fortunate to understand and know about this religion in your childhood. But I was raised as a Christian, and my name's Ashley Chin when I was brought up, Jamaican background. And basically, what I come to share with you guys today is just a little brief bit of my story, my journey, and then how I use my journey to try and inspire others today, inshallah. So I grew up on an estate in South London where pretty much like how you lot's life probably was growing up, like you just get up to no good, you just want to have fun and all this sort of thing. And I didn't know about Islam, I didn't know nothing about this religion. Can you hear me alright, yeah? Yeah, I didn't know about Islam, I didn't know anything about this religion, and I always believed in God though. And basically, at the age of, until the age of 19, all I wanted to do was make money, live every day as it comes, impress women, impress my friends, impress my peers. That's all I wanted to do with myself. That's all I thought it was about, because growing up, we was broke. I'm not saying I was the only one broke, probably some of you can relate to this, but we were broke in my household, like, and I saw my mum going through a lot, like, and it seemed like she was always down because you never had no, you know, your parents always seem like they're down because they got no money or they can't afford this, they can't afford that, and this upsetted me as a young boy, and I just thought, what could make us happy is if we had money in it, and that's what I dedicate all my time to and all my energy into, making money. But what the sad thing is, where I grew up, I never had any uncles or role models who was making money from, like, I never had an uncle who was a doctor. And I could say, yo, uncle, what did you do to get to where you are today? Like, maybe you could teach me that. I never had no dad who was a barrister, and I could say, dad, maybe I could follow in your footsteps. Or uncle who owns a shop, who could give me a job in his shop. It was like everyone I knew around me who was making money was either drug dealers, fraudsters, robbers. They was doing criminal activities. So I saw that as my way out. I saw that as a way to make money in it. So you see the people who's driving nice cars and who's got expensive things and who everyone looks up to, and they're the ones doing criminal activities. So I thought to myself, I need to indulge in criminal activities, not because I get a kick out of it, not because, yeah, it's fun to sell drugs, or it's fun, yeah, you get a kick out of it. No. You're ashamed of it almost, even when you're doing it, but because you think, this is the answer to my problems. The money what I can get from taking this product and selling it is what's going to be able to say, here mum, put the gas on, put the electric on, here mum, don't worry, I'm going to cover half of the rent this month or whatever. So that's what makes you indulge in it, because you want to be able to do certain things. And then when you start to get that money, no matter what, that's when you start to realise that it don't make you happy, because the more you get is the more you want, and then you get to one level and then you want more, then you get to another level and you want more, then you realise, wait there, I'm like a donkey chasing my own tail, I'm never going to be happy. By the time I got to 19, there was a guy that I used to look up to, and he was a roadman, and he had like fancy motorbike, like I just saw outside, he had an R1, but this is like in 1998, no, 2000, but he had one from 98 when I used to look up to him growing up, and he had an expensive car, we used to look up to him. And he had a drug line that used to make a lot of money. And basically, I started up a little crew in South London called SMS, me and my friend. So we started this group SMS, and we're like rappers, we're trying to make music, but obviously we're still putting in our work on the streets, so you get a name for all different things, not just for your music, for whatever, what else you're doing or whatever the other younger brothers are doing around you. So as SMS, we started to do our thing in it, making music and that, and we started making a lot of money. But I thought this older brother was gonna be proud of me and proud of his younger brother, because we were attaining all these materials that basically he had when he was young. But instead he done the opposite. He was coming into the room and he's telling us to turn down the music a minute. So we're turning down the music for a few minutes. I didn't realise that he was going to pray. And then slowly but surely he started coming in the room and giving us Dawah. But I didn't know this was Dawah. So he's hitting me up like, yo, we're all getting ready to go out. So there's champagne, there's all different sort of stuff in the room. There's nothing but us smoking, listening to music. You know when you just meditate, listening to music, you're smoking, you got your drink there, you're ready to go out, phoning people to round up the tools to go to this place. He's coming in the room and he's just putting it on someone like, yo, what's your purpose in life? Like, what is your purpose in life? What are you living for? And when you see a man who's confident on the streets and who's got enough respect on the streets, but he's got a question like that put on him, what's the purpose in life? And he's stuttering like, what do you mean what's my purpose in life? It's like, just to, you know, like, live my life, innit? Don't know how to answer it, like, what do you mean? Like, make money, just be a good man. Nah, you start to think, hold on. He might ask me this question next, what am I going to say? I don't want to get embarrassed. So, I'm thinking to myself, wow, what is the purpose in life? I believe in God already though. Like I said, I was a Christian. So then, he's looking at us like we're a bunch of idiots, basically. Like you lot just run around, doing what you want to do, every day, headless, don't even know your purpose in life, but you talk to each other like you're big men, like you know what you're doing. And then he said, where did you come from? Why are you here? And where are you going? Couldn't answer this question, like where do I come from? People are thinking, what do you mean that you come from your mum? You're here to live your life, then you're going to the grave, you're going to be dead, that's it. He said that, don't be stupid. Before we said that, you know that was in our head. It's like he answered for us. Don't say you come from your mum and you're here to do it and you're going to the grave. You come from a creator, you're here. So the way he broke it down was like to impress that creator in the way you live in, the way you handle your daily affairs, and then you're going to return to that creator after you die. And when you return to that creator, he's going to question you and judge you on how you lived your life. How did you spend your time? How did you use your wealth? Like what did you do with yourself? What are you going to say to him? Now I was a rapper, so what was I going to say when I returned to my creator? I spent my time rapping about street life. Was that a life? Like, was I living a good life? Like, yeah, I was just hanging around with my friends, going raving, sleeping with girls, and rapping about street life. That's a joke, innit? So it's like, what's the only guarantee in life? So he made me start feeling like, you know what, my life's a joke. What's the only guarantee in life? Death is the only guarantee in life. We knew this, especially living the sort of life we're living. We're getting phone calls like such just got shot. So-and-so just got shot in the rave. Ooh. It started getting so casual that you're getting calls about someone got shot. You're pausing the FIFA. Think you got shot? Right. Alright, I'm gonna phone you back. And you're carrying on playing FIFA. Like, that's how casual it is, someone's getting shot. It's not even like, before it was a big thing, because people are dying day in, day out. We know this. So, when you're hearing about this death thing so common, you're starting to think you could be next, innit? The grave isn't far away. We think it's far away, but the grave isn't far away. So you're starting to think, for real, if I die tomorrow, and then he started talking about Judgment Day. If I die tomorrow and it was Judgment Day for me, how am I going to answer these questions? Long story short, next time he said he wanted to borrow my car to go to the bookshop, I said, you know what, let me come to the bookshop with you. I went to the bookshop with him and I got a book by Harry Yaki. I said, The Truth of the Life of This World. And that basically book made me learn about the religion that most of you probably have been learning about all your life. And that one book made me say, I want to join it. Like, I need to be a Muslim. That was it. It was enough for me. I didn't need loads of dawah. I didn't need no scientific proof. I already believe that there's a God that created us. And I think it's a cheat. How could we live in God's world and not worship Him? Like, that's like, we've all got parents. We've got manners, respect. Our parents is what like had us, and it's like growing up for me. When my mum tells me to do something or my dad tells me to do something, I don't just say, no, I'm busy, I'm doing something. It was like, even if you enjoy doing what you're doing, you put it to one side and you do what your parents tell you to do, because that's your parents. Now if there's one of us on the estate or in the area who doesn't listen to their parents, we'll look at them like they're abnormal. That's the rebellious line. Like, what? Do you hear how he talks to his mum? Do you hear how he talks to his dad? He ain't got no respect. Now for me, understanding that God created this world, if He tells us we have to do something, whether we like it or not, or whether we was in the middle of enjoying what we was already doing, we're going to have to put that to one side and do what this God tells us.